Okay, Doc. We've established orbit around Earth, as you requested.
Excellent. Thank you, Commander. Why did you want to go there anyway, Doc? I've heard many people living there think their planet is flat and gravity's a lie. What?
Hang on, Doc. Seriously? I thought people in togas figured out the Earth was a sphere thousands of years ago.
Indeed, Commander. Eratosthenes was his name, and calculations were his game. Although, to be fair, most scholars had known the Earth was round since at least 500 BCE, but Eratosthenes' famous calculations around 240 BCE gave a pretty accurate estimate of the actual circumference of the globe. Wow! How did he do it? He learned that on the summer solstice in Cyan, the sun's rays cast no shadow, but north of that city in Alexandria where he lived, there were shadows at the same time.
He was basing his calculations on a pretty big assumption, though.
He was. He assumed the sun was large and at a great distance, and therefore all the sun's rays were parallel to each other by the time they reached Earth, leading to a relatively simple calculation. Now, we know that's true today, but it was a guess on his part back then. So what was the equation? Pretty simple, really. He calculated that the shadow in Alexandria at that time of the year created an angle of 1/50th of a circle. They didn't use degrees back then.
That's 7.2 degrees.
Thanks. Another assumption of his, by the way, was thinking Cyan was directly south of Alexandria.
It wasn't, though.
No. Cyan, present-day Aswan, was slightly southeast, but it was a small difference. So all he had to do was find out the precise distance between these two cities, multiply that by 50, and bingo, you've got the Earth's circumference. Which is? The distance between Alexandria and Cyan was 4,400 states, an old unit of measurement which is around 814 kilometers. 50 times 814 is 40,700 kilometers. The actual circumference of Earth is 40,075 kilometers.
Pretty damn close when working with such primitive tools.
Indeed. So why don't people believe that calculation? Don't get me wrong. The overwhelming majority of humans do. It's just a fringe element to try to cast doubt on it, blaming the assumption that the sun is far away. You'd have thought 150 million kilometers to be far enough away for anyone. They think it's much closer than that, and much smaller too, about the size of the moon. What? That's just nuts. The mind of a flat earther is a strange one indeed, GG. But Eratosthenes' discovery is just one of countless that prove beyond any doubt that humans live on a sphere orbiting a sun which itself orbits a galaxy. Even the naval officers during World War II knew that, and their calculations had to take into account the curvature of the Earth if they stood any chance of hitting an enemy vessel. But why are there so many denying such clear and obvious evidence? Between you and me, GG, I blame the education system, which clearly fails far too many. Then add to that the fact humans deceiving other humans over what is essentially bullshit has always been a pretty lucrative gig.
So, why are we here, Doc?
Oh, yes, well, I've had a passing interest in this absurdity for years, and I recently came across a pretty astounding photograph which is yet another nail in the flat earth concept's coffin.
Come on, Doc. I'm sure they'll say it's like all the other photos taken from space, Photoshop composites, or just outright drawings NASA uses to fool them all.
Oh, yes, they do say that. Except this photo was taken before NASA even existed.
So it's a Russian photo?
Nope, nothing to do with the Ruskies.
Then how?
Got your attention now, haven't I? You definitely have mine. Albert William Stevens was an officer of the United States Army Air Corps, a balloonist, and an aerial photographer. On the 11th of November 1935, he set a world record with fellow balloonist Captain Orville A. Anderson and traveled a little over 22 kilometers up in the air, a record that would not be broken until 1956, 21 years later.
That's about twice as high as today's commercial planes.
It is. He had with him special infrared photographic equipment which enabled him to take the largest area ever covered by one photograph through a single lens, and the result was astounding. It provided for the very first time photographic evidence of the curvature of the Earth.
Oh, they'll say the lens distorted the image.
The camera was a Fairchild K17 with a Kodak 304mm f5 lens on Eastman infrared aerofilm through a red filter. Such a camera was used at the time for reconnaissance and mapping for vertical and oblique aerial photos. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill point-and-shoot. All I understood was camera. Oh, it's okay, GG. Suffice to say, it was a highly advanced camera designed for precision. There were no fisheye, or any other type of distortion. Got it. The results were published in National Geographic in May 1936, and McCluck, a famous flat earth debunker, actually purchased a vintage copy of that issue recently, produced a high-quality resolution scan of the photo, and made it available to all. What's that black line? That's the line the National Geographic editor put on the photo to show the curvature of the Earth. Astounding. Most humans knew the Earth was a sphere before then, but they say a photo's worth 1,000 words, right? So there's the incontrovertible proof.
Well, that used to be true, Doc, but these days, with the power of computers and now with AI, can we really trust any image we see?
Focus on the fact this came from 1935, Commander, 88 years ago. But you're right, it's getting harder and harder to believe your own eyes. But that's a story for another day. One mouse should tell, really.
We don't speak his name here anymore, GG.
I know. I just miss him. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and we'll explore more of the universe next time. Oh, sorry, Captain, I didn't see you there.
That's quite alright.
Anyway, got to go. Dinner rush. Love your new shirt, by the way.
Don't you wish your pig was hot like me? Don't you wish your pig was a freak like me? Don't ya? Don't ya? Don't you wish your pig was raw like me? Don't you wish your pig was fun like me? Don't ya?